My name is Marlena Stell. I'm the CEO of Makeup Geek. You may have heard of us or not, but if not, welcome. So basically, the background of Makeup Geek was started with me doing a YouTube channel. I was started in 2008, back when the whole social media influencer started, and that makes me feel really old saying that. So I started my YouTube channel in 2008. Fast forward to now, we've grown into a company. We started the cosmetic line in 2011. And we just grew very organically. I've had a lot of people say, how did you get from there to here? Honestly, I just wanted to create a brand that could connect with my customers. I built up the fan base first. So I'm kind of in a weird position where a lot of companies had such a strong brand, they had great products, and now they're trying to build that social media following. I had the following first, and then I was like, you know what? I have this fan base, maybe I could start this company from it. So that's kind of how Makeup Geek was born in 2011. In between 2011 and 2016, we went from less than 500,000 in revenue in 2011 to this past year we had 22 million. And that's not even a full cosmetic line. That's mainly eyeshadow sales, which were $6 each, by the way. So if you do the numbers, that's a lot of eyeshadows we sell. The company started in my mom's basement. She's here somewhere. Hi, Mom. If you see her, she's the little fun-sized Italian lady who has glasses. She will probably try to adopt half of you before she leaves. So if you see her, say hi. She'll probably be like, come be my daughter. But we started shipping products in her basement. And thank you, Mom, for that. That was 2011. Now we have a 50,000 square foot space in Michigan. We've done everything in-house except for the actual product development. So we have our own customer service team. We have our own assembly line. We have our warehouse space. We ship from that warehouse. So everything we try to keep in-house. The reason we do that is we have a very high quality control. We're very big into having the best quality we can possibly get you for that price point. And that's kind of been the model of our business. So we were featured on Inc. We have been the fastest growing company in their top list in the last few years for fastest growing company in America, which has been huge for us. We started off on their top 5,000 list. Now we're top 500. I think we ranked 300 and something this past year for fastest growing. We've more than doubled our revenue every year, which is just such a blessing. So a couple points I wanted to talk about is how to stand out in the cosmetic industry. As you guys may have felt, that cosmic shift happened about 5 years ago, and now we're all scrambling like, what the heck is going on in the last 5 years to completely change how cosmetic industries are run? And a few things I feel that have helped a lot has been the personal connection. For me, I'm a very public CEO. That's not very usual. It's difficult, not gonna lie. Being on YouTube, haters are real, folks, haters are real. So I'm not saying I recommend this for all of the CEOs out there because it is challenging. It's very time consuming to constantly be, filming videos for YouTube and posting stuff on Instagram and Snapchatting, and then there's Twitter and there's Facebook, and it's exhausting. It's a full-time job just being a public figure for your company, but it's so rewarding because you get to build that personal connection, and I feel that's what customers now want. They don't want this big corporate company where they feel like they don't get to have a voice or they don't have that connection. They want that personality. They want to know that they're in their living room with the CEO or with some of the staff from that company putting on makeup. They just want it to be real. So that's, I think, what happened with that cosmic shift. It wasn't relatable. It was very like, here's celebrities wearing makeup. It was very unattainable, but right now they want to feel like it's within reach. So that personal connection is huge, whether it be you on camera as the CEO. I'm not saying you have to do that again. You can also do handwritten notes from your staff. So one thing that we had started, I've seen companies emulate, is we do handwritten notes from our staff in our orders, and my staff love it. You guys have to see them in their assembly line. They're so cute. They'll put the package together and they write this little handwritten note to the customer from them, and so when the customer gets it, they say, oh, Amanda wrote me this sweet note, thank you so much. They get so excited to the point where they will blast us on Twitter and be like, I placed an order and where's my note? It's like, sorry, we can't do every note for every order. That's a lot of orders. I think we've done, our average now is like 2,000 orders per day, which coming from in-house, it's a lot of orders we try to pump out. So handwritten notes, being public. Customer service is huge. Our customer service tries to have that personal touch as well. I'm not saying putting smiley faces because you still have to be very professional, but having personal responses. They want to feel like if their package went missing or something happened, that they're getting a response from a real human being. And so I've told my staff too, I want them to have pictures of themselves. So when people are complaining, you know, where's my package, or this came in wrong, when they see the picture of the customer service person, they're a little bit nicer. They aren't so mean about why their package was lost if they have that personal connection and they know the name of that person who's talking to them. So we're very, very big on personal connection with me, with the staff all across the board. We also like to have that personal connection on Snapchat. I'll do sneak peeks on Snapchat. So anytime I go to my warehouse in Michigan, I bring my camera, I ask my team, like, you guys okay if I Snapchat today? I'm like, yeah. So I'll show behind the scenes. My audience loses their mind. They love behind the scenes. So anything where they feel like they're in that space with you, they love, and they feel that personal connection, and they'll be loyal and come back. Another thing that I feel is very important for companies now is the quality of the ingredients. Before, it didn't matter as much what was in there, but now people are researching what is in this product. What am I putting on my face? I want it to be paraben free. I want it to not have mineral oil. I don't want to have these products in it. They're a little bit more particular. They want very clean ingredient decks, and they also want it to be cruelty free. We all love animals. I know I do. I have my dog Lady, she's a cutie pie. But with that, everyone wants vegan options. They want it to be clean ingredient decks. They want to know that it's cruelty free. So those are a lot of things our customers are looking for. So we make sure to list exactly which one of our products are vegan, and then all of it is cruelty free. The other thing that is important now that is a challenge versus companies in the past are the trends change very quickly. In the past, the trends were dominated by fashion shows. It was the runways used to tell you these are what the trends are coming, and those trends would stick out around for a couple years. But now with social media and how fast everything is flying out there, you are lucky if you have 9 months of time before that trend changes. So you have to be really smart in figuring out, okay, what is the next trend going to be? How can I predict it so I can be prepared? Because it takes at least 9 months to 12 months to get a product manufactured and get it on your shelves. So you have to be very in tune with what's going on, especially online, to figure out what's going to happen so you can be prepared for that. So definitely keeping up with the faster trends. So using social media to propel your business. This is a tricky one. I have tips for every social media platform. If you guys aren't able to do all of the social media, I would say pick your top 3. For Makeup Geek, our top 3, just because I started on YouTube, sorry, I keep touching that microphone. Our top ones have been YouTube and Instagram. Instagram is huge. We've grown to 2.2 million, and we just started really focusing on that in the last year. Twitter has been really good for us as well. It's been very steady, but we've also lately seen a huge growth in Facebook. Facebook is coming alive again. It kind of plateaued for a little bit, but I feel like it's peaking now. It's because of the Facebook Live. Everyone wants the live stuff. So if there's anything you take away from when I'm speaking today, is to have a way to do live presentations. If you don't feel comfortable being on camera, pick someone from your company or hire someone in that is great on camera, and they're almost like your spokesperson. They could be the ones doing your Snapchat, showing behind the scenes, getting to meet some of the staff. But live videos, I think, is what's going to be really, really huge this year. And every time I post a video on Facebook Live, and you guys, I look like poop when I'm on when I'm on the camera for Facebook Live. I'm in my sweatpants. I'm in my house. It's not well lit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see how this does. Wish me luck, guys. So I'll post a video and the comments start flooding in. It's insane. So people want to be relatable. They don't want the super polished, highly edited things anymore. They want you to be real. They wanna see you in your sweatpants. They wanna see you with your 3 days of no washed hair. They wanna feel like, you know what, that's me. I didn't have time to wash my hair. I wanna feel like I'm that person too. So don't be afraid to find that spokesperson, be on camera, be as real as you possibly can, because it will connect with your audience. So as you can see across the board, our numbers for Makeup Geek are very, very strong with that, with any social media. Twitter. Twitter, we like to use to give updates on product launches. We also get great response for coupon codes. We don't do coupons very often, but when we do, people lose their mind when we post it on Twitter. They'll retweet it. We get a lot of traction that way. We try not to be too sales pitchy though. So if we have a launch coming, we don't just keep posting foiled lip glosses coming February 16th. Hey, February 16th, you guys, foiled lip glosses. We try not to be too pitchy. They get turned off by that. So what we do is try to have images of maybe an influencer wearing that foiled lip gloss or doing some swatches on the arm. We try to mix it up, make it very visual, very fun, very casual, and that seems to do better on Twitter. No corporate responses. They want it to feel like it's coming from a single person. So again, very personal, very relatable. It resonates well with the audience. Next we have Instagram. This is the big boy. This is the one that we try to post most frequently. I recommend for this platform that you post 2 or 3 times a day. I know, it's a lot. But if you guys can, you can repost other people's looks. We get a lot of traction by just finding other people using Makeup Geek products. In return, we promote them. We give them an audience from us. And in return, we get a lot of traction because people are like, oh, Makeup Geek supported me. They, showed my picture. I'll use their stuff more often. So reposting is a great way for Instagram. It doesn't take any work. All you have to do is find great pictures using your product, repost it. It's a win-win. Also, we use them for showing swatches of upcoming products. People like to feel like they're on the inside scoop, getting that sneak peek of that product. So we like to do a lot of sneak peeks on Instagram. So just mix it up. Try not to keep it stale. One thing I did want to point out with the social media, especially with Instagram, is to have a brand personality. It's easy, you know how we're all at night in our bed scrolling through Instagram as we wind down for the night and you see all these beautiful makeup looks or beautiful pictures of makeup. It's hard to tell sometimes which brand it is. So if you spend this money taking a beautiful shot of some makeup, if it doesn't feel like your brand, you're promoting pretty much any makeup brand out there. So try to keep it consistent. For us, we have raspberry pink as our color, black. We like to do a little bit of an Art Deco style. So we try to keep the style and personality consistent. So when you're scrolling through that feed, you could tell, oh, that was a Makeup Geek picture. So that's huge for keeping your brand visible. Was that all I had with that one? Yes, repost is good on Instagram. Facebook. Facebook Live, like I said, is doing really well. So if you have any chance at all just to do a live tutorial on there, get a spokesperson to do sneak peeks of products, anything with the video. And I've noticed too that Facebook will push your post up more than written content because they want to push that Facebook Live. They're really trying hard. So I noticed when we do a live video, it gets pushed up. We get a lot more traction on that. So videos do really, really well. We've noticed images are captivating on Facebook, but they don't do as well as on Instagram. So we still try to mix in a little bit of images, but most of our images will be saved for Instagram. And then the last thing is asking questions on Facebook. We like to ask our customers, what product do you guys want to see? What are we doing right? Is there something we're doing wrong? We're very down to earth, and we feel like, if we made mistakes or if there are things that we need to improve on, we'll ask on Facebook and they will definitely tell you. They will say, you know what, that eyeshadow you put on Marlena, that wasn't any good. Can you make a different one? I'll be like, yes, I can. So I ask them on Facebook. I get genuine feedback, and it's a great opportunity for us to see what we're doing right and what we're not. So definitely engage, ask questions of any sort, and they will comment. They want to be heard. So Facebook is a great place for that. Snapchat is one of the newer ones. This has been a little bit trickier for us. I feel like this one's aimed more for the younger audience. We see teenagers and young 20-year-olds are on this one, but it's definitely a market that we're trying to capture. Snapchat, they love the Snapchat tutorials. It goes back to the live thing. They want to feel like they're live with you in that moment, watching you put on your makeup. So have someone, post a tutorial with Snapchat, have conversations with them, but again, have one central person because they want to be attached to that person. Sometimes I think companies will have 5 or 6 different staff members hand off the Snapchat, and then the audience loses that connection. They want that one person that they relate to, and so have it be consistent with that one person. Keep it brief, casual, and fun, because Snapchat is definitely the fun one. They don't want to get bored on there, and you've got 7 seconds to get it in, so. And then our other one is YouTube. YouTube, for us personally as a brand, I like to remain the face on there. I've tried for years to get off. My audience wasn't having it. I was like, I'm tired, guys. I want to run my company. I want to get off YouTube. And I tried to get other people on. They weren't liking it. So personally, I still try to stay on there to give updates on product launches, showcase swatches of things. I'll do some casual chit-chat videos, Q&A, just anything to keep them engaged. But again, as you companies, if one of your staff members, if the CEO doesn't want to be on YouTube, have that one designated person to do that. And also have a playlist on your YouTube channel of other influencers that are using your products. We get a lot of traction that way. For example, Jacqueline Hill, she's huge, has tons of subscribers. She's used plenty of our product, and we have a playlist, and we have several of her videos on there. We've gotten a lot of traction through her crowd, and then it spreads like wildfire. Other of her fans tell their friends, and then they all come to our YouTube channel and see that playlist that is not just me personally, but other influencers. So make sure, again, you're having that support of other influencers, having a playlist devoted to them. I feel like this year the trend is going to change with YouTube. I think the live streaming is going to take off. I'm seeing little glimpses of it right now, but I feel like from the influencers that I've met with in person, they're starting to say, I'm going to do the live streaming because my audience wants to see me live. Have you guys noticed in the last couple of years it's been like this high production, it's like super commercialized. I feel like I'm watching a TV commercial. I'm like, how are these girls doing this? Do they have like a camera crew following them around? Like they have side angles and special effects and this and that, and it's on YouTube. I'm like, I'm really impressed. But I feel like because that's gone on for a couple years, the audience now has kind of gotten tired of that, and so they want that real like video. So I think the live streaming is definitely going to take place. Longer videos are now popular, whereas before everyone would say keep it 5 to 7 minutes, but now audience want the longer videos. They want it to be casual. They want to watch it while they're eating their breakfast or relaxing and winding down at the end of the night. They want something they could just turn on, don't have to think. It's like background noise for them. They can just chill and watch a nice lengthy video. It's like a TV show for them. Another key for YouTube is to post regularly. We try to do at least once a week. Twice a week is ideal, but for us it's hard because I'm still the one doing it. But have it be scheduled every day, the same day every week. I didn't drink enough coffee today. Wednesdays and Thursdays are the best days for YouTube, we've noticed. The other days we've posted, we don't get as much traffic, but for some reason, Wednesdays and Thursdays resonate well. So try to post that. And then if you have that banner at the top, we like to see Wednesdays or Thursdays, new video. If they know that on a regular basis, Thursday's your posting schedule, they'll come back. Again, it's like their TV show. Oh, Makeup Geek's got a video up on Thursday. Today's Thursday, let me see if she has her video up. It keeps them coming back and growing from there. So that's kind of all of the advice for each of those social media platforms. Glad I got to go over that with all of you. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling a lot. I'm sorry if I talked fast. Does anyone have any questions at all? It goes so fast. I know.
Thank you for sharing. It's a really great presentation. So my question is, did you have a background in marketing or business, or did your expertise just grow organically from having the YouTube channel?
I actually was a music teacher. I got my degree in music education, taught for many years, and loved what I did. I got very burnt out from that, but I didn't have any marketing experience. So it grew very organically. I started the YouTube videos in 2008 in my second bedroom on the side. I would teach during the week, and then on the weekends and at night, I would run into my bedroom, do a tutorial, and then from there I just garnered an audience because I think at that time, especially, it's like how it's going to be now, where it's a very real, just casual sitting in your living room. So it just grew very organically. No background experience.
Phenomenal. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great presentation. So you were speaking a lot about what your consumers want, their likes, the evolution of the trends. So how do you keep in touch with that? Because you had your YouTube channel, so you were very, very close to them. But as your audience grew and you have so many social media platforms, again, how do you keep in touch with how they feel and what they want?
I'm very personally active. I have no social life, basically. Every night I spend a lot of time on social media because I'm nosy as hell. And so I spend a lot of time just watching and observing what's going on Instagram and YouTube. What are they talking about? What are they doing? And I could kind of predict what the trends are. I feel like I'm giving all my secrets today, but if you notice, whatever the trend is, it goes to the polar opposite within a year later. So you know how the matte lips were the huge thing for the last couple years? I feel like people are like, I'm kind of tired of the matte lip trend, so I'm gonna do a total opposite. So now it's all about foiled stuff and metallic lips and all that. So I feel like it's a good way to predict trends too, is to figure out, okay, what's been really popular? What's the polar opposite of that? That's probably gonna be what picks up because we get bored easily.
Hey, thank you so much. What an incredible presentation. A lot of great insights. I have actually two questions. One is, you talked, I've read interviews from you and you talk about kind of, how you've tried to get off YouTube and you tried to kind of stop being the face of the brand.
I'm always trying.
What are your thoughts in terms of, I guess, succession planning in the long run? That's my kind of first question. And then second, you've also said that you've specifically not gone into brick and mortar because you want to keep the costs low and all of that. Do you ever see yourself going into retail? So those are the two questions.
Yeah, I get asked that a lot about retail, and for us it's very difficult because our price point is very reasonable, and so we've been able to keep our prices competitive because we literally are selling from our doorstep to the consumer. We ship directly to them, so we're able to save costs. We battle back and forth all the time, should we be an Ulta or Sephora? Should we have our own stores? Right now the answer is no, just because I feel like a lot of brick and mortar stores are struggling because of the cost of overhead. It's so costly to have staff, pay for your utilities, your rent and all that, and that's got to come from somewhere. So what we've been doing, and we just did it this past weekend on Saturday at the Metropolitan Pavilion, we had a pop-up store. And so we're kind of doing a trial market to see how the pop-up stores do. And you guys, we had a line around a New York City block. There was over 700 people standing out in the freezing cold waiting to come in because it was fresh and new. And I feel like if we had a brick and mortar and we were there for an extended period of time, they would get kind of bored with it. So what we're gonna do is pretty much hop cities and do a couple weeks in each location. So it's fresh, it's fun, it's something different, but then we aren't strapping ourselves for paying for that overhead, for staffing and rent and all that for extended periods of time. So that's kind of our plan. Good questions, you guys. Keeping me on my feet.
Hi, I'm actually I started my own cosmetic company from Michigan as well, so we definitely need to talk
Hello.
after this.
Yes, let's talk, honey.
Thank you very much. Okay, so my question was, because as a startup company, I don't have a lot of budget for marketing. And so one of the things I was toying with was doing company-generated content and just putting it up and seeing if I get following from that. I wanted your advice on how much do you actually pay for your ads on social media versus how much is just generated through people clicking through?
We don't do any paid ads for anything. And that was one thing I wanted to point out. Everything we've done has been organically grown. We've never had investors. We've never taken loans for anything. Everything we've done has been very methodical and very low risk, just because we're a new company, we didn't know. But when it comes to the marketing, we don't pay for that because in the end, it's kind of a tricky balance because if you don't pay influencers, sometimes they don't want to talk about your product because that is their paycheck. They're spending a full-time job filming videos and all that. They need some sort of compensation. So we have an affiliate program where they get a commission per product sold, but we've never once paid for specific videos because it comes across inauthentic and the customers will pick it up like that. They're getting really, really smart on which videos are paid for and which ones are true and genuine. And especially moving forward, I feel like they want to know, genuinely, does this person love this product? They don't want to be tricked per se. So we try not to spend money per video, but we definitely keep that personal connection. I personally will text or call influencers. I'll meet them for lunch. I'll spend a lot of time interacting with them and letting them know that, you know, we care about them as a person. And they in return, you know, obviously if we put out good product, they'll love it, they'll talk about it, but we don't do paid videos. We just feel like the customers are getting very smart. Yeah.
That's all the time we have for questions. Thank you.
All right.